Hey cuties, PeachY here, welcome back to a new video, and in this video we have a bunch of Rainbow High Series 5 news, from character names to release date to Emerald and Aiden potentially being part of this series. Stay tuned and let's get into it. So thanks to the Dolly Alls on their story, they shared this information saying that Rainbow High Series 5 update, the line is now known, or at least is overall listed as Series 2023, which is next year. So I guess that means that there's only going to be one core series per year. Now, I didn't think that was really like big news because in the past we have only gotten like a core series per year. I mean, we got series 4 this year, and last year we got series 3, and then I think series 2 overlapped a little bit with series 3, but overall it's been like a good amount of space in between every core series. So that's not really too big of a shock, but I do hope that they still list the boxes with series 5. I think they will. I hope so, because it's just a nice thing to look at, and also just it helps with knowing like which doll is part of which series. The price is still the same at $26 US. The release date though is apparently going to be February next year, which makes sense because, as we'll see later on, there's a listing that also says that exact same date. Moving on to the characters. First up, we have Flamingo Pink. Priscilla Perez is her name. Now, Perez is actually a Castilian Spanish surname, and Perez is actually also the 7th most common Hispanic last name. Did y'all know that? I actually Googled that because I wanted to know where it came from, the origins of Perez. Now, knowing all that, and also knowing that the design leak of this character, she does have a darker skin complexion. I do feel like she might be of Spanish descent, maybe even Castilian. She could also be mixed Spanish and Israeli, because Spain and Israel are actually both listed as origins for the surname of Perez. So she could also be another situation where she's like a mixed origin, like Lily Cheng or Laila Yamamoto or Maria Garcia. They're all characters that have mixed heritages. So I feel like that would also be kind of interesting to see for Priscilla. Now, also just Priscilla as a name, I really like. Priscilla is not a very common name anymore, but I feel like for her and her design, and I like that. I like the combination. It makes her, I feel like she's preppy. You know, she's kind of preppy, but also kind of sassy. Next up, we have Neon Orange, or Slash. This character is known to be dark skin toned and was originally supposed to be in series 4 but was replaced by Mina Flor Saffron. Interesting. So she was supposed to come out with, or she got replaced by Mina in series 4, and she's supposed to have a dark skin tone, and her name is Michelle St. Carlos. So that is very interesting. I mean, I feel like obviously the combination of a dark skin tone and then the neon orange color scheme are going to play off of each other beautifully. I hope the design is also very good. Maybe she's even going to introduce a brand new skin tone. Who knows? I feel like that could be a possibility. And the name of Michelle St. Carlos, I don't know if there's like any importance. I didn't research the name, but Michelle is a really common, female name, and then St. Carlos could be maybe more specific to something that I don't know, but since we do know for sure that she's going to have a darker skin tone, that's going to be a very interesting fact to see where she comes from. Moving on to the yellow character in this series, her name is Victoria Whiteman. Now, her color scheme here is supposed to be strawberry blonde / this character represents both light pink and yellow of the wave. That's very interesting and makes more sense because when we first got to see the design leaks for her character, she was a mixture of pink and yellow. Her skin tone was a pink undertone. She had a lot of pink in her outfit, but then she also had yellow hair. And normally with a core series, all the characters have matching hair color that matches that overall color scheme. They don't have unique hair colors, unless it's like highlights and stuff, but that's different. So she stood out, of course, but now that makes sense because she's supposed to be a mixture of strawberry blonde and like yellow, so like light pink and yellow. Not sure why she's like a mix, but I bet that's gonna prove to be an interesting dynamic. I bet she could still look good. So let's see how she turns out. I'm just not sure if the overall design is gonna really do anything for her, because it's just a lot of coral pink, and she's supposed to be strawberry blonde, and like she's supposed to be light pink and yellow. So I don't know. I hope that she turns out okay. Now, the name Victoria Whiteman, pretty basic name, so yeah. Next up, we have the olive green character. He's supposed to be a boy character, but it's not being confirmed whether or not he will be the rumored Emerald McNabb from the animated series. Now, I think for sure it has to be him. The only thing that kind of gives me a little bit of a doubt is that, you know, later on when we get to Purple, the purple character for this series, that's also supposed to be a boy character. It's supposed to be Aiden. So if Aiden is in the series and we have more facts and listing for the proof Aiden is in the series, then I don't think the olive green character will be a boy, because I mean, not that I don't want it, obviously it will be great, but you know, usually MJ, they release core series with like, usually it's all girls, or they have one boy character. They don't usually have more than one boy character. So if Aiden is, you know, in this series, I don't know if Emerald will be in this series. You know, it's whether or. I honestly feel like obviously it would be great to have both, but again, usually it's either or. It's usually, you know, one guy or no guys. So I guess let's see. You know, it's supposed to be olive green, and Emerald is more of like a forest green, so he could still come in a later wave. Obviously, I feel like he's gonna come for sure. But yeah, olive green, yeah, that wouldn't even be really his color scheme anyway. So, you know, maybe it is gonna be a girl, or maybe not. Maybe we're gonna get two boy characters, or maybe it's gonna be a completely new character that isn't Emerald, so, and that is a boy, so I don't know. Next up, we have the blue character. Her name is unknown, and a specific color name is also unknown, but she's supposed to be a shade of blue, obviously, which the initials are NG. Now, I thought that her color scheme was going to be navy blue. I mean, we saw her design leaked, and her overall color scheme was very dark blue, so I think it's navy blue, but the G would not really make sense here for initials. So maybe it's like navy no. What could it be? It's navy. We know it's navy blue because we saw the design leak, and she has like a long dress. She has like her hair in a ponytail. It's very dark hair. I think it's supposed to be dark blue. It's supposed to be navy blue, but I guess the initials, that's kind of like the only mystery here, and obviously her name. Moving on to the last character and the most interesting one, we have the color name is unknown, and also the character name is unknown, but we do have the initials. It's supposed to be a light shade of purple, and the initials are AR. Now, thanks to Ashton Silverstone on their Instagram story, they posted that the initials could stand for Aiden Russell, and that, you know, the design leak that we saw of the previous light purple character might have been ditched to include Aiden instead. Now, Aiden Russell, those are his initials, right? So I feel like this is very much proof that he's going to be in this series. I mean, the initials match up. Aiden is supposed to be kind of like a light mixture of purple, so he's in the series. I mean, I feel like it's 99% sure. But then, of course, going back to Emerald, if he is in the series, and I don't know if Emerald is going to be in this series. I feel like, I guess we're just going to have to see. I honestly would love to see them both make their debut in this series. And, you know, we also thought that the assistant, since he's like a sand beige color, would also make his debut in this series. But nope, you know, Victoria is the one for the yellow character. So, yeah, let's see who wins the spot. I mean, I feel like Aiden, the initials match up. It kind of like is a done deal. I feel like it's very obvious he's going to be in the series, and I'm really excited because I really didn't really like the previous character that was supposed to be like the light purple character. She looked like a Jade knockoff with the beanie and the outfit. It just looked very too similar also to Emmy. So I'm really glad that they ditched her, whoever she is. Maybe she'll come back in a later series, but for now we got Aiden swapped in instead, which is great because he is long overdue for a doll, okay? And I'm so excited to see what he's gonna look like. Also, because the eye mold is gonna get a new eye mold, face mold. Let's see. I think a lot of people would love to see a new face mold for the boys for Rainbow High. because the river face mold is just not doing it for most people. So let's see. And, you know, I just realized that for the blue character, since we know that the initials for Aiden would match up to his name, that makes me realize that NG might not be the initials for the color, but might be the initials for her name. So the color might be navy blue, but these are just the initials for her name and not actually the color scheme. I don't know, this is very confusing, but overall, I mean, yeah, Series 5, can you believe it? The price is going down, which is great. The release date is next February, and Aiden will be a part of this series. I feel like that's a done deal. Again, I'm pretty sure that's gonna happen. Just the big question is Emerald gonna join? And also, we still don't know the names of the blue character, and then who else? Who's gonna be the green character? We don't know. But yeah, courtesy for Niche Queen on Instagram for these pictures. Just look at how beautiful all these rainbow high dolls look like in the rainbow order. I mean, yeah, can you believe that it's already been like what, over 2 years for rainbow high stuff? And we already have so many dolls, and we're getting to Series 5 now. It's insane. There was a lot of Rainbow High news to digest, and I actually want to know what y'all think about this whole Aiden and Emerald situation, and if you had to pick only one to be included in this Series 5 lineup, who would you rather see? Emerald or Aiden? Let me know down below. I hope y'all enjoyed. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you haven't already, so you don't miss out when I post more content like this coming your way daily and keeping you up to date with all the loyalty you love. Stay safe, be kind. I hope this next time. Stay peachy. Kisses.